Greetings to you.
What do you have for sale?
Maybe next time then.
Don't be a coward.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings.
Aren't those sad?
Hey,
Have no
where's
faith.
that beer?
I've been darning and sewing since morning.
I haven't even... It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Damnation. Ah, damn.
simmer a bit longer.
God bless you.
Nice out today. Hope it up.
I apologize. And what can I get?
What will it be?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
I'm afraid I've got bad news. I found the lads, but they were dead. They drowned.
Christ almighty. I told them they should have returned the treasure. Those poor lads. Such foolishness. Thanks anyway. I'll let the Troskovitz gravedigger know. He'll bury them.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
I know the place. I found dead bodies buried there. That must have attracted the wolves.
And the wolves?
I took care of them.
I'm glad to hear that. You're a hero. Here, have a beer on me.
Thanks, innkeeper. What else is new?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That's why I'm here. The Miller Crazel from Lower Semine sent me.
Wonderful. He boasted he'd be sending a real tough fella this time, so I'm interested in seeing what you've got. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the fights here.
And did Crazel give you enough money?
He did. Here it is.
Excellent! Then the fights can begin. Or they could. But as I said, old Fiala is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right then. I'll see what I can do.
Greetings, my friend.
I'm looking for the barber, Fiala.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought. The whole tavern is waiting for you.
I know, but my Dorothy has forbidden me from going.
Forbidden? Why?
She says I have to make certain everyone's orderly and whatever. One bloke, and I'm in charge of a whole bunch of girls. Meanwhile, this is a pretty decent business. Nobody has made any problems for as long as I can remember.
And can't you just put your foot down? You're the local champion, but you let yourself be commanded by a woman. Everyone will laugh at you.
Someone's laughing at me for listening to my Dorothy? Call those fights. If they dare, I'll let my hands do the explaining.
Greetings, handsome. Come over here. Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
And what do you need, girl?
One of the fighters, named Bohunek, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be able to sit for at least a week.
And why? Did something happen?
He often comes to see me, pretends he likes me, but last time he came drunk. He ordered a bath, something to eat and drink, but then he suddenly knocked the tray out of my hand and started groping me.
Wait, he...
No, luckily not. But when I pulled away from him, he hit me so hard I thought he'd knock my eye out.
Bastards like that should get a proper beating. Hitting girls.
So you'll give him a hiding?
You better believe it. He won't put his hands on you anymore.
Thank you. Then come and see me. I'll figure out a way to repay you.
Good day to you.
Ah, so you changed your mind?
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see.
My sister could beat both.
Greetings to you.
Oh,
You gave me a beating. If you broke my Grazian finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ah. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
Have you come to get your...
What do you enjoy about fighting so much?
What do I know? Sometimes it's just fun to punch someone, and it makes quite an impression on the girls. When a man has a sound punch, a girl feels safer with him.
Well, I don't know about that. Anna said she didn't feel very safe with you.
Ah, the stories women tell. You can't believe everything.
So she got those bruises from someone else?
Why do you care if someone hit that harlot a few times? I'm sure she deserved it.
Well, at least I have a reason to beat 7 shades of shit out of you.
You just try it, you hero.
Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do. Here you go.
And now, pray. You're going to be tasting. Christ, come here! My, that lad's a kicker.
Greetings to you two.
You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
Does your Dorothy hold you back a bit?
think whatever you want, but she turned me into a decent bloke. She's only trying to keep me away from temptation.
What were you before?
A drunken good-for-nothing who could even lose his own soul to dice.
So what did she see in you?
That's a long story, but it involves Dorothy, me, a pitchfork, and the R's of one uppity customer.
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right? Let's make this interesting.
The bet sounds good. Here you are.
That's what I like to see. Fight!
Knock his teeth out!
Take that!
Knock his teeth out! Come on, move, you snails!
You can guess
His teeth out!
Greetings!
Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner.
What can I do for you?
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying. But you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're the best.
What? I won, didn't I?
Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the tavern that there's this odd fella that lives near Bukovina. They say he could beat the devil himself if he ever met him.
That sounds like a tall tale.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina, and his name is... Oh, it starts with B. Bartholomew, Bronislav, or something like that.
And if I beat this Bartholomew or Bronislav,
Then there'll be no doubt you're the best fighter in the region.
I'll have a look at the wares.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
You're all careful.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I think Bahunek won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew clothes and wounds.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something. I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Show me a few alchemy tricks.
All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it.
Nobody's gonna miss him.
What are you doing with that weapon?
Watch him!
Clear off! That's enough! He gets in a thrashing! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Fucker!
I've been waiting for you!
You let him on.
Take that!
Show your stuff!
Don't like red. You won't be able to take another one like that.
You know my first fucker! Come on then!
My humble respects.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I need to learn how to defend myself better.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
You sure can drink. What's your secret?
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
This is the third time you've asked for me specifically.
I'm not one's chop and change.
I wonder how long I'll be stuck here today.
Christ almighty. Greetings, my friend.
What do you have for sale?
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
And what can I get for you?
Excuse me.
Greetings, friend.
Come here. Look what I have for you.
God bless. God be with you.
At your service, sir.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
I'll have a look at the wares. A word about the price.
Very well. Finally, a reasonable sum. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Good doggy. Good boy.
What will it be?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, I suppose we can try. Very well, then. Thank you, and take care.
I'm always glad to see... like people like you. God be with you.
I apologize.
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Huh. Very well. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
You're only making a fool of yourself, drinking like that.
Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht? Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Careful.
One rarely sees such a drunken man.
Look what I have for you. What would you like?
Show me your wares.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
Aye, almost done.
Go!
God!
Go! Keep it up.
Ale.
Oh, what will it be?
Why did you become a herbalist?
Let me guess. It seems like a woman's work to you, eh?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that the only herbalists I know are women. You're the first male one I've met.
My grandmother taught me everything I know. She used to take me with her to the forest and told me something about every herb she picked. What it's called, where it grows, and what it's good for. And in the evenings, she tested me mercilessly on everything. If I made a single mistake, I got a slap on the ear.
You memorized everything? No recipes?
Why? I keep all the recipes in my head and measure out the ingredients by eye.
Isn't it dangerous not knowing the exact amounts and mixing the potions by eye?
Maybe for me. If I lick my fingers while crushing some herb Paris, for instance. But I've never poisoned anyone yet. Well, at least not by mistake.
But people trust you anyway, since they buy salves and healing potions from you.
What else can they do? The only real apothecary here is Emmerich, and he charges a lot. Besides, he moved here from the city.
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about the price.
Very well. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you, and take care. How can I help you today, friend?
I'll have a look at the wares. Word about the price.
Well, I suppose we can try. You see, I knew we'd make a deal. Thank you, sir. And come again. What do you need, sir?
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand.
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have two conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
All right, agreed. Should we get right into it?
Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ready? Don't slow down. You just got started. So what's it gonna be? So what's it gonna be? That's that! Those...
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I had some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th. I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
Isn't it a bit of a lonely life?
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people coming here for herbs, salves, and once in a blue moon, someone comes and challenges me to a fight.
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part, but people have been coming here for herbs more and more often. If they're polite and ask nicely, I even let them pay me back later. Times are tough.
Sounds pretty boring.
You might be surprised. It can get pretty scary in the woods at night. Especially now, with all those bandits roaming the region.
Aren't you afraid they'll come here?
What would they do here? I'm just a dirty herbalist with a hut full of dried plants. Unless they're at death's door themselves.
What would you do if someone like that came to you?
I don't rightly know myself. A broken leg or a dagger in the gut hurts everyone the same. That's true. But when I just think about that scum going off and killing someone the next day, it sends chills down my spine.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke. So I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskovitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name, but I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away, but trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge?
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put two and two together.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right? Or are those just rumours?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
Why did I even ask? You know what? I should be going.
Oh, aye. Hurry up. You wouldn't want to risk your reputation here. People might say they saw you here with me without a shirt on.